Once again, a top leadership meeting is providing both China and the U.S., as well as the world, with a more hopeful outlook. Chinese President Xi Jinping met with U.S. President Donald Trump in Busan, Republic of Korea, on the morning of October the 30th to jointly guide the stable development of China-U.S. relations. Chinese President Xi acknowledged that while differences and friction are normal for the world's two largest economies, the leaders should grasp the direction and manage the overall situation to ensure the bilateral relationship moves forward smoothly. He emphasized that China's development and the goal of Make America Great Again are mutually compatible, and the two nations can achieve common prosperity as partners and friends. The Chinese president also called for the two countries to jointly demonstrate major power responsibility by working together on major issues of global importance. Reactions from the business community about the meeting between the presidents of the world's two largest economies are almost all like these.
Everyone was speculating, when will President Xi and President Trump meet? And that throughout the whole year. But finally they're meeting here in Korea because APEC is meeting here.
The fact of meeting and open communication is very positive. That, to me, is a great breakthrough in a way.
I think, this morning, from the message I read from news, indicates a smooth future, drawing some conclusions. That's what I hope.
They hope progress like these could be sustained. After all, businesses have experienced a roller coaster of uncertainties due to U.S. tariffs over the past few months. The constant threats of higher tariffs, export controls, and trade-related investigations by the United States on China. And that is exhausting, if not devastating, not only for businesses, but also for economies too. Just as World Trade Organization estimates suggest that dividing global trade into rival blocs could reduce global GDP by nearly 7% over the long term. Apparently, the reality so far is no good for the U.S. either. Latest U.S. studies show these tariffs might be costing American families around $1,500 more per year, and disproportionately harming lower and middle income households that spend a greater share of their income on essential goods. The logic is clear. So why hasn't the tariffs debacle stopped? And what does it need for a truce between the world's two largest economies and to make sure the changes as a result of the U.S.-China economic structures would not be in conflict? Consistent long-term visions rather than short-term tactics are crucial. China just made public its recommendations for formulating the plan for social and economic development for the next 5 years, with a continued path for high-quality development and high-quality opening up to the rest of the world. That long-term vision makes sure that the country opens its door and seeks mutual beneficial prospects. Connecting and acting on common prosperity commitments matter. Cooperation and friendly competition can coexist. In a multipolar world, it never works to aim at producing a unilateral winner. It is about making the pie bigger and making it inclusive. For example, when supply chains are going through a transition, how can one create sound ecosystems for different industries in which more winners can make their pie bigger together, with more winners along the chain as well? That is what the U.S. and China can do together by connecting and acting. The world needs to be changed to further benefit the common people, whether they are bean farmers in the U.S. or international students worldwide. Justifications made in their names should really serve their interests, not allow them to fall even further into the traps of uncertainties.